Hey y'all, it's Selena and I'm going to be doing a video today on the topic of high school slash senior year and like how to get through it and all that good stuff. So if you are a middle schooler going into high school or a newly freshman or a junior who's like, how do I even survive this last year? This is a video for you. I have a few questions sent in from my friends, family, and as well as like followers and stuff on Snapchat and other social media. So yeah, speaking of social media, all my links will be down in the description box, so go follow me so we can be friends. Okay, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my experience in high school. So freshman year was pretty difficult for me because I was going to a school that I wasn't supposed to be going to because I was not zoned for that school. So they kicked me out and they sent me to a whole nother district that was like 20 miles away, which is not a lot, but like it's a completely different district. Like I didn't know anybody at all. So, but it was very different. It was like a culture shock. Lord Jesus help me. It was a culture shock. So I didn't really know anybody, and I don't know, it was just kind of difficult, like being a freshman and just being completely new to like everything. And they were on like a different schedule than the school that I was supposed to be going to, and so my GPA like dropped like dramatically. Like I've been in advanced classes since like the 3rd grade, and I was like in pre-AP honors in freshman year, but they were on like block schedule. It's kind of like how colleges, you have like one thing for one semester and then one thing another semester, and so a lot of things are kind of like jam-packed and kind of short, and you have to like get with it really quick. And so my GPA was like it was really low. Okay, I don't want to talk about it, but it was real low. So freshman year was very interesting. Like I said, I didn't really know anybody, so it was kind of difficult for a little bit. So if you're like moving to like a new school, whatever, like don't trip, because I've been through it and it wasn't the worst experience. Like the first like month or so, it was like I had to get kind of used to like the people there. After that, like you actually start getting like real friends, not the can I borrow a pencil type friend, like actual friends, and so it was not that bad. Sophomore year, I went back to the school that I was going to before, and so like I knew everybody because like we had went to like middle school, like elementary school together, so that was nice because we had moved again or whatever. I mean, it was nice like knowing people and people knowing who I was. So I mean, that was cool, but sophomore year kind of flew by. Junior year does not even exist in my head at all. Sophomore, junior year, like I just really felt the need to really like help like boost my GPA because it was so low freshman year. And senior year, of course, was a blur. I just graduated in May. It's July 8th today, by the way, which means my birthday was yesterday. Okay, as a freshman, this is some things that you need to be doing. Freshman year, find your niche, unique, this word, and join sports clubs, all that good stuff. It helps you build friends, build up your activity resume for scholarships, helps you be good at something so you can get scholarships, and just everything. It just helps everything. And like me, if your parents don't have money to join, for you like to join things and to pay for like sports packets and all that stuff, like mine didn't. There's other organizations that don't cost a penny, so that's an option. Sophomore year, you're really like nobody, like you're kind of in between because like you survived freshman year, but like nobody still doesn't really know who you are, nor do they care at all. Junior year, you probably end up getting like really close with like the seniors and everything, and you should be focusing on getting your GPA up, keeping it up, and scholarships for sure. Senior year, maintain your GPA, but senior year, like by that time, like your final transcript is like printing, so it's like you've done all you can do. And then senior year is also a good time to be doing your FAFSA, like in the beginning of senior year, financial aid and all that stuff. That's when I did it anyway. Don't know. Yeah, so that's the technical stuff. Now to the social stuff. So now to the social stuff. High school is very weird because you're in that stage where you're not a kid but you're also not like mentally an adult. And so a lot of like high school kids think that they're grown, but they're not, because y'all don't pay no bills. But I mean, I did, but still. So like socially, everything was like kind of weird, because like I said, the freshmen and everybody, they were fresh out of middle school, so we kind of like saw them as kids. And then you had the seniors that had, even sophomores had like full grown beards and stuff, and they were basically grown. And yeah, and you had like a lot, this is every high school, I know for a fact, there's always that one like freshman girl and a senior dude that ends up dating. Just don't be that couple. Don't, because it just looks awkward. It looks kind of nasty. Like, what are you doing? What you doing babysitting? Like, anyway, I don't know. Let's get on to the questions, and maybe we'll get some stuff out of that. Okay, like I said, I had some people submit some questions and stuff, so I have them written down, and we can kind of go through that. Lordy. Okay, so first questions is, do your friends really change once you enter high school? And yes, because I feel like a lot of them, especially freshmen and sophomore year, a lot of them will try to impress like the upperclassmen and try to form to what everyone else is doing and do whatever like what everyone else is doing, and like just be like anybody but themselves. And so like, yeah, your friends will change. Yes, you will lose friends, but that's not a bad thing. Like, if they're so like weak-minded to change, then they're not people. They're not the people for you. Another question that I got asked is, what are credits? You need a certain amount of credits to graduate, and you get a certain amount of credits for each class that you take. So if you pass a class, you get the credits. If you don't pass it, then you don't get them. I know for my school, I believe you needed 24 credits to graduate or 21 credits to graduate, but with all the classes that you'd be taking by senior year, you should have like 30. So they give you leeway to kind of like fill a few classes, but at the same time you still need a certain amount of required classes. Like you need 4 math classes, 4 English classes, 4 history classes, I think, and then you also need like a PE class, 2 foreign language to get a certain diploma and whatever. I mean, your counselor can kind of go into more detail about that. Okay. Next question I got is, when should one start applying for scholarships / FAFSA financial aid? Like I said, I think senior year is a good time for financial aid when it comes to scholarships, as soon as possible. Think about that once you first enter high school, or like even like in middle school. I know I did like concert band, and like, yes, I was in band in middle school, and I also was in band like freshman and sophomore year of high school, but I just couldn't take it anymore, so I quit. But you know, if I would have stuck with it, that would have been a really good like band scholarship. So like organizations, groups, sports, like, it's all good ways of like getting scholarships, so keep that in mind when you are doing your thing. Next question is how to balance work, school, and fun, meaning a social life. Getting a summer job and getting a job when you're in high school seems like it needs to happen, because like, of course, we want a car, we want clothes, we want to go out, we want to buy this, that, and the other. And so getting a job is not the worst thing to do. I know that when I got a job, my grades actually improved. You know, some people can handle it, some people not so much. So don't like challenge yourself too bad, because I don't want your grades dropping. But like a little summer job is not bad. At least for me it wasn't. And like I said, with having a social life, like senior year for sure, I went to every single like football, basketball game that I could. And of course, like, you can tell like your boss or whoever, like, hey, I have this game, you know, this date. Like, as long as it's like a week or 2 in advance, they can't say no, because it's a school activity. If y'all didn't know that, I don't know if that's just in Alabama or what, but I think that's a federal law, so they can't tell you that you can't go. And that was a lot of my social life, like in senior year of high school. And last question that I will be putting in this video is finding yourself and kind of being yourself, whatever, in high school. So like I said, you're gonna have a lot of friends that try to like impress upperclassmen and just kind of be someone that they're not, and like do this, that, and the other, whatever. It's gonna be people that don't like you. It's gonna be people that you don't want to be around. But you just have to work through it, because at the end of the day, high school is a job. Like, you're in there to get a test score so you can go to college, and so it's just one more thing that you have to get through in life. So realize that you're there for an education, and that the people there that don't like you and that think they know about you but they don't are gonna be at Arby's flipping burgers anyway. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want me to do like a part 2 with like more specific questions, please just leave the questions down in the description box. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below or up there. I don't know where it is anymore. I don't know. Just subscribe, okay? Because I'll be making videos a lot more now. See y'all later in my next video. Bye!